Welcome everybody to another week of Thunderdome Fantasy Weekly Report. It is your commissioner, the GM of the Dragons, Evan Creel. What's going on, everybody? Hold on one second. Keep doing this shit all the time. Anyway, Dragons up in the house. Yes, you see it. It is what it is this week. You got me. Tune in, tune out. What it is, what it is. Uh, Last week, y'all know what the scores were. Big games from a couple teams. Showtime 29ers, I can think off the top of my head, definitely pulled out a big victory over Angels with a 280-point win. I mean, or not point difference, but 280 points on his side on his team. Big win for him. So, congrats to Showtime. I think being the highest scorer this year so far. Congrats to Ben. He took down Orange Crush to stay in first place. First person, I think he's the first person this year that has stayed in first place for multiple weeks. Every other time we were like bouncing back and forth at the beginning. So congrats to Ben for getting a big win over Orange Crush. Congrats to Kush Crushers getting a victory over Hendrix Mafia for the Josh Bowl. That was, I believe, game of the week, and I'm giving. I mean, Miller got the win, so 244 to 215. I'm gonna give Miller coach of the week because of that. Because that was the game of the week last week. It was the games that was closest in the rankings. Hammerheads pulled out a big victory over Bucks Life, keeping Bucks Life in last place, and or Bucks Life down in the bottom, not in last. David pulled out another victory over Sean. Crimson Elephants over. I mean, Thad Castle team over Crimson Elephants. So another. Good wins all around this week. But for coach of the week, it was between Showtime 29ers and Josh Miller, and I gave it to Josh Miller because it was game of the week last week between those two teams being so close in the rankings and everything, and he was able to pull up not the upset. Well, I mean, actually, it was the upset because he gave Lindsay his third loss, where he gained his fifth win. So it puts them both at 5-3. Crazy. This year's crazy. It's crazy. Only one team's 4-4. Nope, two teams are 4-4. Sorry, and then the rest teams are either 3-5, 2-6, or 1-7. Damn, I didn't realize that. Let's see. Hammerhead 6-2. Centimeter 6-2. That Castle 6-2. Okay, so we got three teams at 6-2 and three teams at 5-3. Interesting. We'll go ahead and get to the players of last week. Sorry, didn't write any of this down. Just going right off the top of my head. I just got off work, just got home. Everybody's probably out Christmas, trick-or-treating, doing the thing with the family tonight because it is Halloween. So happy Halloween to everybody as well. Last week was week 8. And the offensive player of the week was CD Lamb. CD Lamb put up 40.60 points. And then in defensive player of the week was TJ Watt, who put up 26 points. And somebody just popped up on the backstage. No, okay, they're just watching from the backstage. All right, that's funny. Yeah, so TJ Watt, player of the game, defensive player of the week with 26 points, and then, like I said, CD Lamb was offensive player of the week with 40.60. We gave the coach of the week to Josh Miller since he had beat Josh Lindsay, and both of them were so close in ranking. So this week we got a lot of. I mean, first off, I want to talk a little fantasy with y'all. Wide receivers for the Buccaneers did not show up at all, not any of them last week. I think the only one that did show up was Cade Otton, the tight end. Man, that's going to be a struggle bus for Tampa going forward if those three receivers, Jalen McMillan, Jordan Palmer, and Sterling Shepard cannot get going, because that was their lifeblood. Mike Evans and Chris Godwin, that's what gave that offense life. And now you're leaning more towards your running backs and your tight end now. So it's going to be a struggle bus for real for Tampa going forward if they can't get Yeah, K. Dotton put up 29.10 points last week. I'm pretty sure he had the most targets on the team. Let's see. He had 10 targets last week. So yeah, I'm sure he was the leader of the targets. That's crazy. So K. Dotton, Angels, start him. He's he's the receiver for Tampa. What else did I want to talk about? There was something else I wanted to talk. Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers. You figured these two were gonna get together and make something of themselves, and neither one of them did anything. Actually, Rodgers is doing his thing. I mean, he's throwing the ball, but it's just not the Devontae Adams. Garrett Wilson, I think, had like so many catches last week. He had like 15 something points. Let me see. I know he's on the Hendricks Mafia team, so that's an easy look up. All right, Garrett Wilson last week put up 16.30 points. He had 5 catches for 113 yards on 8 targets. Devontae Adams last week put up jack shit. Let's see. Who is Adams on? I believe he is Orange Crush. Yeah. And Devontae Adams put up 9.4. So the difference between these guys is ridiculous. 6 targets to Devontae, 8 targets to Garrett Wilson. I guess they just got to get going. I don't know. Same thing for Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper first week in Buffalo, he scores touchdown. Last week he didn't do nothing. So I mean, it's the same way with all these new receivers going to new teams. I think even D-Hop didn't do anything. Pretty sure D-Hop's on Hendricks Mafia. Let's see what D-Hop's did. D-Hop put up 4.9 points. So yeah, all these top receivers going to other teams are not producing at all. They're not doing their thing. So be on the lookout for some receivers like those ones I was talking about on Tampa. They're probably already snatched up. Most likely all of them are snatched up. I think I got one, Lindsay got one, and Chris got the others. What else are we talking about? What else? I had something else I wanted to talk about. Oh, shit. Forgot. Anyway, it's another week, man. All these top teams. Sin Eaters, number 1. Then we got Hammerheads, ranked number 2. We got Thad Castle's team, ranked number 3. The Dragons, ranked number 4. You know it. I'm catching up, guys. I'm catching up, guys. Kush Crushers ranked 5th, and Hendricks Mafia ranked 6th, and it's very close between all of those as far as the score. Minus Sin Eaters. Sin Eaters is the only one that's put over 1,800 points up. Next closest is John. No. Next closest is not John. Showtime 29ers has put up the most points in the league, but he's just having a rough go at it at 4-4. So yeah, John would be next after that at 1777, 1772. Sorry, my phone cracked. And then me was 1769, Thad Castle 1764, Kush was 1763, and then Lindsay was 1706. Everybody else under that is at least 200 points behind. 1706, 51, 52, 558. So 150 behind. Either way, it's shit or get off the pot time for a couple teams. I'm going to say it's definitely shit or get off the pot time for Bucks Life and Los Patos. If they don't start winning here now, they will not be making the playoffs this year for the second years in a row. Also, Angels at 2-6. I think she needs to start getting her victories in as well. And then everybody else is pretty much it. Well, maybe Thad Castle. Crimson Elephants at 3-5. They probably want to get some more wins under their belt. But those other 3 teams, 2-6 and 1-7 teams, they definitely need to start getting victories now or start prepping for next year. I would think about what you want to get as a keeper wise, or what you want to do with your teams, because it's starting to get that you're not going to have a chance for playoffs this year, especially Los Patos and Bucks Life. And Bucks Life, I'm pretty sure he has said that if somebody wants to go after his number one pick, Christian McCaffrey, they're going to have to give up a pretty penny for Christian McCaffrey, which, if he plans on coming back,
I'm trying to buy low on Jordan.
Whoop. All went off. If he plans on coming back, I'm going to take that option, maybe go get his ass, but can't ever tell when he's going to come back. He's supposed to be back like 3 weeks ago, but whatever. Sneak players for the week. Cade Otton. The dude put up 20-something points last week. Tampa is not throwing the ball to anybody but him at this point. That's all it looked like Baker was trusting on the field. That's not my team. Who else was I thinking of on the offensive side this week for a sleeper? There was a running back that I was thinking of. Damn, I forgot. I want to say it's the Bengals running back, Chase Brown. Keep a lookout on him. He might be stepping over Zach Moss in these coming weeks. I don't know if he already has, but the dude he looked good. He looked good. And he's getting better every chance he plays. Yeah, 7.9, 5 carries for Zach Moss last week. Had 4 catches as well. And then, what I say, Brown? I can't remember what the damn I said. Yeah, Chase Brown. Right here, he put up 11.4 last week off 12 carries. So yeah, the carries are now switching over to the Chase Brown area. It's staying away from the Zach Moss. So I don't know. I can't get who I want to get, but it's gonna be crazy this week, guys. I'm facing Showtime. Showtime is the highest scoring team in the league. It's gonna be very interesting to see if I can pull it out after losing Christian Kirk and with friggin' Amari Cooper not fucking doing nothing. Man, Njoku saved me last week. He really did. He really did. I got everybody questionable and shit. Damn. Yeah, it's gonna be a rough week for me. What else? What else? Let's see what it is. What it is. Week 9. Oh, Jaden Daniels, quarterback for Washington, rookie. Man, the kid is looking good. Kid is looking good. Kyron Williams, the running back out of Los Angeles, fucking doing good. I'm loving it. I'm glad I kept him. Derek Carr could be back this week. That could help New Orleans receivers and New Orleans overall in general. Spencer Rattler just didn't seem like he was doing enough in that offense. Aaron Rodgers is facing a pretty sloppy Houston team, but I wouldn't trust him. Let's see what else I was looking at. The battle in Tennessee is still going to be going down with Will Levis and Mason Rudolph. The battle in New England is still going to be going down with Drake May and Jacoby Brissett. There are battles all over for quarterback. Joe Flacco is now the quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. He is taking over for Anthony Richardson. What else? What else? What else? What else? There was something else. Who else got hurt? Who else got hurt? There's like so many people that got hurt, man. Oh, jeez. Stephon Diggs is injured, out for the year. Christian Kirk out for the year. Mike Godwin should be back in a couple weeks. Chris Godwin out for the year. uh, that's funny. I see you. Anyway, fantasy wise, man, that's it. I ain't really got much for y'all guys. I'm by myself. It's hard to riff and bounce off, myself. I can go over the matchups with you guys. The matchups for week 9. The number 1 Sin Eaters facing off against the number 12 Los Patos. The number 2 Hammerheads facing off against the number 9 Crimson Elephants. The number 3 Thad Castles team facing off against the number 11 Bucks Life. The number 4 Dragons facing off against the number 7 Showtime 29ers. The number 5 Kush Crushers facing off against the number 8 Orange Crush. And then we have the number 6 Hendrix Mafia facing off against the number 10 Angels. I'm going to say game of the week is going to be Kush Crushers versus Orange Crush. It's going to be a good matchup. That's going to be a good matchup. 5 versus 8. I mean, it's either me or the 4. It's either that or me and Showtime. I think me and Showtime will probably be the primetime game. We'll say Kush Crushers and Orange Crush is the Sunday night football game, and Dragons and Showtime 29ers is the Monday night football game. But you know what I mean. They all playing at the same time, but just that kind of prime time for both of the games. Man, it's gonna be a tough matchup. I'm going against the highest scoring team in the league, bro, and it looked like he's finna whoop my ass because these motherfuckers. All right, well, see how that plays out. What else was Happy Halloween, everybody. I went as a porter because that's my job. That's what I do. So I just worked all day. I just got home. Football is coming on in about 30 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes. I am chilling like a villain. I'm hungry. Fantasy wise, we always go over some questions, like who am I most disappointed with, who am I most surprised with, and who am I happy with. I'm happy with Kyron Williams. I'm so happy with Kyron Williams. I'm glad I got him as a 14th round keeper. Next year, 13th round keeper. That's just that's good shit. I like that, and he's doing well. So I like Kyron Williams. I'm glad that he's doing what he's doing. As far as a surprise, I'm gonna go with Zay Flowers. When I picked him up, I was expecting him to be a flex receiver for me, and he's done better than I thought he was going to do. He's only had 3 games out of these 8 where he didn't put up double digits. I mean, he's definitely taken over in that offense. Now that Deontay Johnson's over there, I don't know. That's another one that I wanted to talk about. Deontay Johnson got traded to the Baltimore Ravens. He is no longer on the Carolina Panthers, so that's a plus for him. He's now on a team with a better quarterback, so hoorah. Let's see if that works out for him. But might hurt Zay. Who am I disappointed with? I'm still gonna go with Cooper. Last week I said somebody else, but I'm going right back to Cooper, man. Cooper has disappointed me every damn week. I mean, he's literally only beat projection twice, and he's only hit 10 points or higher 3 times. And the third time he did it was literally 10 points on the dot, but he still didn't hit his projection. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to have to say Amari, man, he's definitely been the biggest disappointment for me in this league. He's not being what I need him to be. And I can say that about a lot of people. Christian Kirk wasn't being what I needed him to be. Sam Laporta ain't being what I need him to be. He's starting now. He's starting to fucking play, but I got him on the bench still because he's only had 2 games over freaking 10 points, and it's just hard when Njoku's gonna get the ball, especially with Jameis over there. Jameis is throwing the ball. That's another person, man. If you ain't got Jameis on your team, go get Jameis. If you ain't got Joe Flacco, go look at Joe Flacco. He about to be free. He about to be quarterback in Indianapolis. Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman's now relevant again, people. He will be on the field catching balls from Joe Flacco. So think about that as well. I tried to hit on a parlay. That didn't go well. Hines Allen didn't get a sack. Devontae Adams didn't get a touchdown. And I think that was about the only 2 out of the 13 leg parlay I took, trying to win $39,000. Didn't work out. That's all right, though. I'll keep trying. I don't spend that much money. Keep trying to win. Keep trying to win into my fantasy too. Dragons, what's up? We coming up there. We moving up, guys. We moving up. We was not there, but we is moving up. But I feel like I'm going to drop a little bit because Showtime 29ers, like I said, highest scoring team in the league. Probably going to lose this week, go to 5-4. He going to go to 5-4. I mean, he going to jump me automatically because he got the most points in the league. I'm hoping that maybe John will slip and fall to Crimson. I'm kind of hoping Thad Castle will slip and fall to Bucks Life. And I'm kind of hoping that Sin Eaters slip and fall to Los Patos. But we'll see how that works out. Same thing with the Orange Crush Kush Crusher game. That game could go either way. One's gonna be 5-4. One would be 5-4 if they lost. One would be 4-5 if they lost. So they'll both be 5-4 if the other one won. Yeah. One would be 6-3 if the other one won. So 6-3 Kush Crushers if he wins, or 5-4 Kush Crushers if he loses. 5-4 Orange Crush if he wins, or 4-5 Orange Crush if he loses. So that's why it's the game of the week. That's a crucial game for both of them, especially in the deep of this season. We only got this week and then 4 more weeks, and then boom, it's playoff time. So we got 5 weeks left, people. 5 weeks left. Man, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Bucks Life and Los Patos. I don't think y'all gonna make it. I don't think y'all gonna make it with 5 games. Y'all be 6-7. Everybody else would have to lose the hell out. Man, it's possible, but it's low percentage, like low. Uh, go out there, shake up the world. Let's make some things happen. Trade deadline's coming up, guys. So if you want to make trades, now's like your last week to do that. I think. Matter of fact, I can tell you when the trade deadline is right here. Tools. Tools. Anyway, what the hell was that? Come on, man, load in. Are you kidding? All right, well, it's not letting me. Look up the damn view team levels, playoffs. No, let's not do that. Just want to see the damn settings, man. Why is it not loading? I can't load into my settings. That's crazy. I don't want to do it that way. I wonder if it'll do it on the actual internet. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. All right, so commissioner. No, not that. Commissioner. League settings. The trade deadline. Why doesn't it just say right there? November 16th. So damn, y'all got like 2 weeks. Okay. Okay, so November 16th is the trade deadline, everybody. Keep that in mind when you want to start making some moves these next couple of weeks, because trying to, playoff push, which I'm finna try to make some myself. Might have to give up some top picks next year, but if I can get some players that'll help me out going forward, uh, I'm gonna need it. Anyway, it's been real, guys. Like I said, I ain't got nobody to bounce off of, so I'm trying to remember everything that I wanted to talk to you guys about. When I was looking up shit driving home. Most of it was Flacco taking over for Anthony Richardson, Deontay Johnson going over to Baltimore, which that look. I mean, it really don't matter, but Panthers receivers, I guess, open up. I think Thielen was another thing I wanted to talk about. Thielen, I think he's coming back soon as well. So him and Bryce already got a little bit of chemistry from last year, so that's good. That's gonna be interesting. I'm really intrigued to see how it all plays out, honestly, especially with Flacco in Indianapolis, because they're needing some help at QB, and it just seems like he's the one that could do it. Uh, what else? Kareem Hunt should be sharing the back with Clyde Edwards-Helaire now, because Clyde Edwards-Helaire should be coming back this week. Who else? McCaffrey's practicing. If that makes he's starting to schedule practice or some shit. But either way, it looks like he's getting closer, I guess. Damn, I was thinking of somebody else and I forgot. It's going to be hard to trust Devontae Adams. It's going to be hard to trust Amari Cooper, and it's going to be hard to trust DeAndre Hopkins. Those three guys are going to be hard to trust. I think right now what it looked like to me with the Jets and with Buffalo is it looks like Amari Cooper is a decoy. He is drawing the secondary towards him, and it's giving Keon Coleman and Khalil Shakir better chances. So those two receivers are the two to look for: Khalil Shakir and Keon Coleman. I mean, if you got Amari Cooper, cool, but I got Amari Cooper, so y'all ain't got him. But anyway, Khalil Shakir, Keon Coleman are going to be the target hogs now that defenses are starting to look towards Cooper. Cooper's going to start catching. Don't get me wrong. It's going to open up for him here in a couple weeks as he's learning this playbook and everything. So don't get rid of him unless you absolutely want to. But another thing is the receivers for the Jets. Garrett Wilson is going to bank from Devontae Adams being on the other side of the field. Alan Lazard is out this week, so I think that's going to be the young buck Quincy. I think I can't remember his name, but yeah, he'll be one to maybe watch out for this week as well. Seeing that Devontae is drawing coverage, which I guess that's a good thing for these other receivers. Not so much in Kansas City. Mahomes is under pressure. Mahomes just runs around. He gonna do what he do. They gonna get a offensive pass interference charge or call on fucking holding on offense instead. But when it should be a holding, the rest don't pay attention to Kansas City. I don't even pay attention to Kansas City anymore. But it's a joke. It's a joke. It really is to me. Uh, the receivers are inconsistent. Patrick Mahomes is inconsistent. It's sloppy. Half these victories shouldn't be victories for them, in my opinion. Sloppy reffing. It's not even fun to watch. It's just sloppy reffing and a shortstop running around throwing the ball all over the field and getting fake ass penalty calls. Anyway, damn, I almost went political. I was like, whoa, don't shut the fuck up. No political. What the hell was I thinking? Oh, yeah, that's why. Nick Bosa. Yeah, that's what that shit came. Okay. All right. Anyway, we ain't gonna talk about all that because I could care less what your feelings are, what your opinions are. It don't matter to me. It's yours. Keep them to yourself. Let's see. Who else, man? There was somebody else that was. Go look at the damn trades. Somebody else, man. I know that Deontay Johnson is now in Baltimore, but I'm pretty sure that somebody else got dealt around. Quentin Johnson's back from injury. Don't know if that helps anybody. Let's see. Damn. Yes, Adam Thielen is limited in practice, so he is back at the field. Xavier Leggett is added to the injury report, but he's limited, so don't look too much into it. Oh, I think it was Coakley or Coker. Jalen Coker. I don't think it was him. That's Carolina guy. Somebody's fixing to benefit. Michael Pittman. I talked about him Parker Washington. That's another one. I went and snatched him up since Cooper Kupp went out. Oh, that was it. John Mechie. Yeah, John Mechie. This guy, he could be a little sneak, man, if he ends up playing more, ends up getting more looks. I know he had the injury problem his rookie year, and last year he really didn't do much, but they're going if they start giving him looks now that Stefon's out, man. John Mechie could also be a little sneak play, a little sneak grab. I'm trying to think of Chris Olave. That's what it was, because Derek Carr is back. So Chris Olave, man, look for him to. I know he did great last week, but now just look for him to build on that with Derek Carr being back. That's a big thing. What else? Pearsall, he could be doing something with Ayuk being injured. Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, both back, both doing big things. Man, I don't know if I got too much more for you. I can't think of anything. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this short. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fucking fun. Thunderdome Fantasy Football. We are it, guys. 12 teams enter. One team leads a champion. The trophy's over there on my shelf. But two-time champ. First two-time champ. Boom, boom, boom. What's up? This is the 8th year in the league, I believe. 2018, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, this is the 8th year. Oh man, show my age, be counting on my fingers and shit. It's been fun, man. 8 years. Let's do this. Let's get it. Peace out, everybody.